Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is a nice sunny day in the Twisty, so I thought I took my 2015 cla45 AMG for a drive. These things come factory with 365 horsepower. We took it to a wheel dyno and it made 211 all-wheel kilowatt, which is about 20% drivetrain loss, and that's about where we want to be. But with the things that we've done now, it's pushing out just under 500 horsepower, so we're at 498 horsepower. But yeah, this is what it's like to drive the cla45 AMG, so let me take you guys for a spin. Welcome inside my cla45 AMG, which is stage 3. Like I said, my car just makes right around 398 all-wheel horsepower. Now, drivetrain loss obviously is 20%. If you add another 20% onto that 398, we've got pretty much 498 bhp. So this car is not slow, guys. And the 6 month I've owned it, I have to say, it has been very reliable. I've had 2 road trips on this car, and also I had a track day and a roll racing day, and I daily this on a daily basis to go to work and take my wife out dinner and take my family out to the doctors and everything like that. So it has not missed a beat. Now the secret to that is I look after it just as much as I hammer it too. So I make sure oil gets changed every 5,000 kilometers. I've just recently changed the spark plug, and also before I got it tuned, I got the oil on the gearbox and oil on the rear diff change as well. So that's the secret how this car has been reliable. In the 6 months that I've owned it, so far, this car is the funnest car I've ever had in my life. And I don't hesitate to say that at all, because it truly is. And I've owned pretty much WRXs, a Nissan Silvia S13, Mazda MPS 3, and also I've owned a 125i manual BMW. All those cars are great, but nothing screams confidence when you're driving this car. Because when I take it to the corner, this thing just grips like it's on rails. Even with the amount of power that I'm pushing. Turns like they're sitting on rails pretty much. Daily commute, I mean, with this car, the complaint that I would have to say is the fact that on the stop start, the car is a little bit sluggish to get off the line, and that's with any 45 AMG. I think everyone will vouch for that. I don't know what it is. I think the DSG is just very slow to get off the line. But honestly, with that, it doesn't really bother me. I got used to it. All I have to do is just give it a few more revs, and then the car just eventually goes. Other than that, the car has been fantastic to drive. Now, if you bought this car thinking that when you drive it, it's going to drive like a nice, comfortable Mercedes-Benz, it's not. The seats on these, they're like brick. They're made for sport. They're made for racing. It hugs you very well, but it's very tight. You know, at the moment, it's very tight on my hips. And if I daily drive this, when I daily drive this, on traffic, I can feel the hip starts to hurt. Only because it's just very tight down there. And my lower back as well starts to hurt. But that's a trade-off you're going to do when you get a car that has performance like this. So I'm not complaining about, oh my gosh, just like that. But yeah, I'm not complaining about that too much, guys. I know what I was getting into as soon as I got into one of these cars. There's a lot of rattles in this car as well, so pretty much somehow I managed to stop it, mainly on the speaker and also on the rear boot tray as well. I use this pretty much sound deadening thing that I put in between those trims that making it rattle, and so far it's stopped it. And also there's one last rattle that's making me annoyed, is the sunroof. Whenever the sunroof is closed, when it's raining, you hear like just a slight rattle when the car is flexing. So I mean, most of the time I have the sunroof on tilt. But yeah, other than that, this car is a great, fantastic daily driver. It has been nothing but reliable to me. There's a few boost leaks that came about, but that was my error because I didn't put the vacuum line properly on my blow off valve. But fun so far, guys, driving this car. And driving it in places like the twisties that I'm in right now, it just keeps a smile to my face. So honestly, if you're in two minds about buying these cars, get it, guys. There's no reason not to get it. I mean, if you know how to work on your own car, it honestly, maintenance is pretty easy to do yourself. And that's what I've been doing. I've been doing all the maintenance myself. Apart from the gearbox and the diff oil, I've been doing everything else myself. And it's nothing been short but reliable. It's just been reliable all day, every day. So in terms of modification that I've done to this car to get it to that 500 horsepower, basically a GTX 376R turbo from Mamba. Now I bought it for $15.99. It's now going up to $2,800. Also, I've got a downpipe and an intake and a tune and a blow-off valve. That's it. With those 5 simple mods, this car is making 498 horsepower. I don't see any other car in the $30,000 mark that can make that kind of power with that little amount of money. So the all-wheel drive system on these, I know a lot of people say they're only front-wheel drive and then it shoots the rear-wheel drive whenever it lost traction at the front wheel. Honestly, guys, I don't feel that. I feel like it's all-wheel drive all the time. Like the only time I do feel a bit of front-wheel drive is when I launch it, and you know, there's a little bit of wheel spin there, but other than that, this car is just amazing to drive. I'm so in love with this car. I would recommend it to anyone that wants a performance at a bargain. But yeah, anyways, guys have any question about the car at all, and if you want any hints and tips to modify your car to get it to where it is today, just shoot me a comment, guys. I'm more than happy to answer that question. Stay safe out there. Happy New Year's. We've got only a few more days till New Year, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.